Hello everyone and welcome to Prison Architect, a brand new game on the channel which I recently picked up in the Steam summer sale. It's super cheap. If any of you are looking at getting this game, get it now while it's on sale. I've wanted it for a long time, I just never got around to getting it, but I'm so glad that I've got it now. I've only put in a few hours so far and I absolutely love it. It's a hell of a lot of fun, so I just really wanted to bring it to the channel. I want to bring more games like this to the channel. So let's have a go at creating our first prison on the Grand Maester Stitch, a YouTube channel. Right, so we're going to create a new prison. As I said, I'm still quite new at the game, so I have a lot to learn still. I've learned the basics. I've about got the basics down to a T now, I believe, but I will be learning as we go along. So hopefully those of you who haven't played the game will be learning with me as we go along, and those who have played the game are obviously going to be very important to me, as you can be my advisors throughout this series. We will just go for the normal prisoners and a warden for now, and we'll go with the classic dog as it's our first prison. We won't do anything too exciting and out of the ordinary for our first prison. We'll just we'll get rid of fog of war so that we can actually see the whole map. I think we'll just go with a normal prison rather than any of these. Actually, let's go for a snowbound prison and we'll use the Huskies. Why not? Let's have a nice freezing cold prison out in the middle of Siberia or something like that. Generated forest, yes, that would be interesting. We'll turn off failure conditions, but we will have gangs, dynamic reputations, events, and staff needs. We'll put on escape plans as well, why not? So we've got everything on there. We'll research bureaucracy ourselves, so I think that's everything that we want for now. So let's jump straight into our prison. Nice, a hell of a lot of trees, which is good, as we can, I believe, dismantle all of these trees, which will give us a nice extra bit of cash flow. Now, we'll take it nice and slow to begin with. I always find the key to these games is not trying to run before you can walk, and I find it with all these style of games, City Skylines and any sort of games like that, and it's no different here with Prison Architect. I'm hoping to get some more of the DLCs for the game pretty soon, but I'll see how it goes down on the channel first and what you guys think. Any other suggestions for other games like this that you think I should bring to the channel, then please feel free. I've picked up a couple of other games in the Steam sale which I wanted for a long time. I picked up Frostpunk, which is another one I'd love to bring to the channel at some point once I've picked up a bit of the basics. I've played a couple of hours on that as well and I'm really enjoying it so far, but it can be very cruel game to you. It's not very forgiving when you make mistakes, so I just want to get the basics down to a T a little bit more before I do bring that to the channel. But we'll stick with our Prison Architect series for now. Any suggestions, anything that you want to see in this series, any style of room or things that you want us to do, don't forget to let me know down in the comments. I like to try and get you viewers involved as much as possible in all of my series. We'll wait for these trees to get cut down here before we start planning out our prison. While we wait for that, let's get ourselves down a exports area. We'll just chuck it here next to the delivery and garbage areas for now. None of this will stay here, and our initial planning will probably not be our prison forever. It's just going to be our nice little starting point just to get ourselves off the ground and get the prison up and running. One thing I've just forgot that I need to do, and I forget every time that I've played so far, is to turn off the intake for now. We don't want any prisoners until we can afford them, and we also need to look at the grants that we can get. So we can have 2 grants at the moment, and we're going to go for this basic detention centre, which we get £30,000 for doing, or $30,000. We get 20,000 up front, and we get another 10,000 on completion. And for that, we just need to get the basic stuff that we need for a prison. So we need to build a holding cell, a shower, a yard, a kitchen, a canteen, and hire 2 guards and 2 cooks. So we'll take out that one. Then we have administration centre, inmate health and wellbeing, and staff wellbeing. We'll go for the administration centre, which we have to build 2 offices, hire a warden, and unlock finance through bureaucracy and hire an accountant. So a nice easy one as well, which is give us a nice lump of money to spend early on, which is awesome as well. I'm just going to hire 2 more workmen straight off the bat. Actually, let's go with 4, just to get those trees cut down a little bit quicker while we plan out our prison. Right, so I want to leave like a bit of an entrance bit here, so we'll start a little bit back with the start of our prison, and we'll plan out the walls first before we actually decide what to do. And I'll leave the game ticking along, so at least then they can clear out these trees and get ourselves even more money whilst we plan out the prison. Right, so I'd like to have a little entrance area with maybe a bit of a fence and stuff going around, so we'll have that up front before we get in the reception. The reception doesn't need to be too big. We'll go, let's go 8 by 8 maybe for the reception. That So just a small area. Then again, let's go 10 by 10. 8 by 8 might be a little bit too small. And then coming off, we'll just have a nice little walkway coming off. Let's go out 5 by 5, and we'll do a fence there, and then we can have our door here in between. We'll have a staff room here. Staff rooms need to be 5 by 5 or 4 by 4, I believe. It doesn't need to be too big. So we'll have that coming off here like that, 6, and it will curve around the corner here. That'll be our staff room, and then we can have a little office here for our warden. We'll give our warden a nice, more fancier office as we go along, but for now we can have a nice small one. We don't want to make the prison too big straight off the back and end up bankrupting ourselves. It's a mistake I always make on these games when first playing. That's going to be the staff room. Where should we have our power room? Let's have a small power room coming off here. Let's go 10 by 9 up to the staff room, and that can be where we'll put our power room. And then we'll have a... What should we make this room here? It's only going to be a small... Well, we'll do a wall going off for now. I'm not sure what we'll put in that space yet. 10. And we'll just do that. And we'll bring that wall up. And we'll go to the end of that. And this is just going to be a corridor which leads us into the prison and such. So then we'll lead off into rooms. We could have this as our holding cell, actually, then. We'll do a holding cell here. And we can go through that room into the holding cell and then out into the prison, which will then come off down onto here, where we're then going to add our other rooms. Right, so we'll have through the holding cell, and then from the holding cell, let's have another long corridor here then. Let's just go 10 for now, 2 gaps, and then down, and we'll just go to the end, actually, like so, and then we can come through this door. Let's get some doors down so we can plan out a little bit better. Let's do it on the planning. Doors. We'll have a door here and here. We'll have a double door. We'll have a double door here to come through into the holding cell. We need to put that wall back down now. Oops. We'll have a double visitor door here. We'll have a door here for the staff room. We'll have a door here for this office. We'll have a double door here from the holding cell to come out into this corridor. We need a double door here to go into the power room. Right, so now we're coming off here. Let's think where we can put... We could put our shower here, actually. Let's put our shower here opposite the holding cell. And then coming off here is where I want to have our main wing. So let's go 5 off there. Come down. Let's come down 15. We'll make it quite big for our first wing. And then up, we'll come out 5 from here, like we did on the opposite side. Bring that down. That should be nice. We come in here, and that's where we'll have our first wing of cells. How big? The cells need to be 3 by 2, I believe. So 1, 2, 3. We could make dormitories, actually, just to squeeze in a couple of extra people early on. We'll do that. So let's come down here. Did I come out 5 there? I think 1, 2, 3, 4. I've come out 4. So 1, 2, 3, 4 there. We'll come all the way down to the end, leave a gap so that we can actually get to them. We'll come out 5 there, all the way to the end, and then we could have a nice little staff room in the corner. No, we'll squeeze in a couple more cells, actually. Leave a gap again. There we go. We could have that as a dormitory there, and we could have some individual cells here and here. Yeah, we'll have a dorm. We'll have a big dormitory there, and then we'll turn these other ones into cells. 1, 2, 3 needs to come out. There we go. 1, 2, 3 again. 1, 2, 3. Okay, so that's going to be a big room. We'll have another dormitory there then. Some individual cells. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I normally make things way too ceramic, but I don't want to do that. I want to try and make this have a natural feel to it rather than all being equal, and which is going to probably drive my OCD mental. But as it's the way I always build things, I want to try and make this a little bit more natural. 1, 2, 3. Oh, and that's actually worked out perfectly for all singular cells, so that is absolutely perfect. Let's plan our doors out. So we'll have 1 in the center, 1 in the center, and then we'll do the same for all of these rooms. And this is going to be a dormitory. We'll have a double door for the dormitory, and we'll do the same for this dormitory as well. This is going to be our shower block. We'll have a double door to enter the shower block. Cells, holding cell. Right, so we still need our kitchen and canteen. How about we come off here? We'll have another corridor. You come through the doors, and the corridor carries on, but then you have the doors here for the canteen. And this can come up here like this. Back across, that'll be our canteen, and then we'll have our kitchen in behind, mixed with a staff room, and that can come off here so that the cooks have got a different way to get in to the kitchen rather than having to come through the prisoners every time. So that can come across like so, and then we won't have a corridor. We'll have, actually, yes, we will. We'll bring that down. This is the kitchen, and then we'll have a thin corridor, and then this can be another staff room. Right, that's probably enough for now then, other than our yard that we need to add. But we don't want to go too crazy, as I said, like I always do, and then make ourselves run out of money. Although we are bringing in an absolute killing on those trees. Right, let's get some foundations down then, shall we? There and there. Let's get this. Oh, yeah, let's get this foundation down here as well. This one here for our first cell block. And then this small corridor that we're going to have here. We'll fast forward things so things can start to get built, and then we can plan out our rooms and start getting the objects. I think we've got everything we need there, I believe. Oh, we need to add that bit to it, don't we? Because that was a corridor that will come all the way along. And then we can have our first yard here. So let's go onto the fence and build ourselves a yard. It can go across here by... Well, I'll go for quite a big yard because we're going to build off the opposite areas of the yard, so we'll go quite big for now. There we go. That's a pretty decent yard. We can get some gymnasium stuff out there, some workbenches and that sort of thing to keep the prisoners happy. We won't have a visitation room or anything off this, but we could build a visitation room off this area here. We've still got this corridor which leads off to other rooms, so we could have a chapel, a common room, and little bits and bobs like that. I'm just going to let things forward along while this all gets built. And awesome, we've just gone up a load of by 5,000 in cash again from those trees, so that is absolutely awesome. But we want to try and finish off these grants as quickly as possible, which is going to get us a further 15 grand so that we can start planning things out a little bit more. But we want to try and get our first prisoners in as quickly as possible, just so we can start making that cash. Don't forget, though, guys, that you can leave suggestions and stuff down below. As I said, I'm very, very new to this game, so any advice from you guys is more than welcome, as well as constructive criticism. Obviously, as long as it's not full-on insults, as you do get off some people sometimes having a YouTube channel. But yeah, I'm all up for advice and such. If you think of anything that you'd like that could improve this prison, or anything that I'm not doing that I haven't realised is a part of the game, and you guys know of it, just let me know. Right, so hopefully this is almost finished, and then we can finally plan out our rooms. And yeah, get our first intake of prisoners in. Okay, so our money's still absolutely flying up. We've got over 60 grand now, thanks to all the trees that they're cutting down. We just need to wait for them to finish the foundation so that we can start laying out our room plans. They're messing around at the minute with the deliveries and the exports. And we've still got a fair few trees to cut down as well, which is awesome. So we're still going to make even more money off that, which is absolutely awesome. Let's put down some of our doors while they're still planning that out. We'll get our doors in place. Right, so we want 2 visitor doors. Make sure they're facing each other here on the entrance so that they can come in. Then we want a staff door here as well as here. We then want, yes, our staff door here, double staff doors to go into the power room. This is going to be our holding cell, so we want a jail door on there. Let's have a look what we've got. We'll just go for a normal large jail door for now. The same to go into the wing, and the same here to go up into that corridor. The foundation is nearly finished now as well, which is good. We can finally start planning out our rooms. We want a normal jail door there. We've already put that one in place. We need one to actually get into this main bit of prison. And we want one there, and then we want one to also take us into the canteen, and one to take us into the yard. Perfect. Right, so things have almost finished now. Now we can lay out the walls inside. We've still got 57 grand. That is awesome. Right, so what walls do we want to use? We'll use... I'd like to have the entrance looking quite nice if possible. So let's go for just the normal white walls for this entrance, just so it looks nice from the outside and nice to visitors. Yeah, going across the whole way across there. Same for the office and the staff room and for the whole power room. We'll do the same for this wall. The same for this, as that's the staff room. Well, it's going to be a staff room. This is going to be the kitchen. So let's go for the tiled wall in there. Canteen. Do need to get the power on. I forgot to take auto lights off. This is something I always make the mistake of. Right, utilities. Let's get ourselves a power station in there. And we'll put a water pump up in the corner out of the way. We'll put a couple of capacitors down straight away. We'll get 3 down just so it saves us time later. This is where our money's going to start getting eaten away. Let's bring the electric power all the way down to this cell here. And then we'll have 2 branches spanning off. 1 into the kitchen, 1 into the canteen. And then we probably are going to need 1 to span off here through these cells, aren't we? And large water pipe, if we bring it going straight down here. And we'll have 1 spanning straight off to the kitchen for now. And it can come back round on itself through the shower. And we'll have another large pipe coming off there and spanning back on itself as well. And then we can have all the little pipes feeding off of that. Let's forward things along and let those rooms get built up. And then we can start planning out our rooms. Right, so power's coming on. I will delete the lights, I think. I'll do that off screen though, rather than you guys having to watch me do it now. Right, we need more doors putting in place, don't we? Right, so we need some more staff doors. So to get into here is a staff door, and the same here. This is going to be a staff room here as well, so let's just have a door there to come into the staff room. And you can also come through the staff room into the kitchen. We'll do that. So this is a staff room just for the people who work in the kitchens. We'll have a door here and here to come into the actual canteen from the kitchen. We need to put our cell doors down, don't we? But I've not decided what sort of prisoners we're going to have in there yet, so we'll wait for that for now. Let's sort out our room placement first. Right, so these are all going to be normal cells right here. These 2 here are going to be normal cells as well. But then this is going to be a dormitory. I think it's big enough to be a dormitory, is it? Minimum 2x3, yeah, so it can be a dormitory, that's perfect. And this can be a dormitory as well, and we'll put a couple of bunk beds and such in there. We're going to have our holding cell here, as I said, so let's get that planted down. We've got, what have we got? Our reception, this main room here as we come in. Staff room, we're going to have a couple of staff rooms, so we've got 1 staff room here and 1 staff room here. We're going to have our office here for our warden for now. We've got our... Where's our kitchen? Where's the kitchen? Being blind. There we go. This is our kitchen. And this is our shower room. And then this is going to be our canteen. Where's the canteen gone? I'm being completely blind. There it is. And here we go for our canteen. Oh, and of course, we've then got our yard out the back here. Perfect. Right. There's still a few walls missing that we need to add in. So let's go for the... Let's go for tiled walls here for the kitchen and shower where they're joint to each other. That should be perfect. There as well to divide that off. Right, and then we'll go for the concrete wall for this one across here. Now, do we do for this medium security, minimum security? What's yellow for? Security sector of the prison. White's for the criminally insane, I think, isn't it? Maximum security, medium security, minimum security. Well, we'll just go for a mix to start with. Let's go for these really dingy, dirty-looking, decayed walls. We don't want to make this prison too nice. They're here to be punished. There we go. We can divide up all these cells, which is perfect. And the same for this dormitory here. And then we just need to put the doors in place. Well, as it's going to be just a normal jail, we'll just use the normal jail doors on each of these smaller cells. There we go. And then we'll have the large jail door for the 2 dormitories that we've obviously got down here. Perfect. Right, we do need to span off the utilities. There's no power coming into that, so we do need to have another branch of electric, and that can run all the way up the front and back on itself. There we go. Now we can start putting things in place. And we've got 30 grand left to do that, so that's awesome. We've not really got any buildings left to make for now. We've got all of our basic stuff down. We just need to start now decorating the prison a little bit. getting some lights and such down, start maxing up the water pipes, add the toilets and all the objects that we're going to need. I think, will we do that? Yes, we will. We'll get that done before ending the first episode, and then we'll probably bring in the prisoners on our second episode. Right, so let's get our warden straight in, and we'll plonk him in his office. And there we go. And let's get ourselves a couple of guards. We need 2 guards to start with, and let's get ourselves 2 cooks for the kitchen as well. Right, objects. Right, what shall we start with? Let's start with the most important room. So let's get that holding cell done. I need to add another wall, actually, for that holding cell. Just for design's sake, let's put a concrete wall in, coming up there off the side, and then just divide that up like that, and that is where we'll have our toilets for the holding cell. So let's put in place our let's put in all our toilets, actually. So we need our toilets there, the dormitory needs one there, and then all these cells can have one just hidden behind the door as such. Another one for the dormitory, and then them 2 cells there. So that's all our toilets sorted, I believe. Once they're all in, we'll sort our waterworks out afterwards. What else do you need for the dormitory? The holding cell, I believe it's just some benches in it. So let's put in a couple of benches across this back wall, and maybe a couple of smaller benches across the other wall as well, like so. Perfect. That should work. Oh, why have we got that there? That doesn't need to be there anymore. Right. So that's the holding cell finished. So now let's sort out the actual cells, because we want to make sure we can get our prisoners in. We'll go with... We've got the old foam mattresses, which are only a tenner, which is good. But then we've got the old beds, which are 50. We'll go for the old beds for the cells. We won't go for comfy beds, but we won't go for the worst beds. We'll make them half decent for these cells. Other way around. Dush, dush. There we go. And then for the dormitories, bunk beds are expensive, but it's going to make us be able to squeeze a few more prisoners in. So let's put a bunk bed there and a bunk bed there in the opposite corner. And then we'll do the same for this dormitory here. We could even slot in an extra 2 in that dormitory. Yeah, let's do that. Let's have 4 bunk beds in there. And you know what? We can't quite fit that in, which is a shame. So, no, we'll delete... let's put one there instead. There we go. So we still get 3 bunk beds in that dormitory. So that's fine. That's our cells finished for now. We could always add some extra mini cells in here, or we could do something else with this big bit of room we've got. Let's get our kitchen and canteen and such sorted out next then. We've still got £20,000, so that's awesome. Right, kitchen. How can we plan this kitchen out to make it look a little bit unique and a little bit different? Let's sort out the canteen first. Right, so we need a serving table. Let's put one there and one there, and we'll put the bin in between the 2. Right, so we'll go with the big tables. Let's have a look how we can... It's quite a big canteen, so hopefully we can get quite a few tables in. If we do one there, one there, one there, and no, we'll go there, and then we can move that one there, like so. There we go. We've managed to get 4 tables in. Let's go for benches. That's going to be more than enough to start us off. Perfect. So that's our canteen finished. We need the shower room to still be finished. The office needs to be finished for our warden so that we can actually get that grant. So let's do that first. Where is the office desk? There it is. And he can have that in the back corner of his room for a little bit of privacy. And where's the office chair gone? Wrong way round. Oh no, it wasn't the wrong way around. It just looked like it was the wrong way around. There we go. So that's his office chair, and he needs a couple of filing cabinets. We'll just give him 1 filing cabinet for now, and then we can add him a couple of other nice little bits and bobs in his room. Let's give him a little plant in the corner. Why not? And should we give him a coffee machine? Let's give him a little coffee machine for the warden. We'll put that there. Right, now the staff room. We need a wide sofa. So if we plonk that in the corner, we could always plonk another one opposite, or actually let's plonk that there. Then we'll plonk a nice little coat stand in the corner. We need a drinks machine for the staff room. There we go. Let's plonk that on this back wall, and we'll give them a coffee machine as well And let's give them a radio, shall we, as well? A little bit of music. There we go. Perfect. There's the staff room complete. Reception. We need to get ourselves some more office desks down. I'm sure stuff moves around. There we go. There we go. And we'll go... Let's go along the back wall because there's not actually a door there. 1, 2, 3. We'll have 3 office desks. There we go. Our 3 office chairs. And then we need a table in there, I believe, then, don't we? A table, an oak table. Let's put one there and one there. As you come in, there's enough room to get around them. We can decorate these a little bit nicer later on with more better flooring and such, and more ornamental stuff. Right, shower, and then we've got this staff room left to do. Let's do this staff room first then. Objects, let's put in a wide... Let's put in a wide sofa here against that back wall, and we'll put in another one there. Let's then put in a drink machine in the corner, along with coffee machine. What else could we put in here for the staff? Should we put in a large TV? Yeah, why not? Let's put a large TV in this staff room. Is there anything else nice that could go in there? We could put a coffee table. It's a bit in the way though, isn't it? We'll put another coat stand here next to the TV. Anything else nice that we can put in that staff room for our staff? Let's put a nice little plant in the corner. Let's make it feel a little bit nicer. Is there anything else there that we need? We've got a TV. Do we really need a... Oh, we can put a water cooler. Let's put a nice water cooler in the corner. There we go. Right, shower block. Okay, this is one that's important for... We need a shower and a kitchen, and then we get a lovely 10 grand in the back pocket, which is nice. So let's do the shower block next. And objects, shower heads. Let's do them across this back wall, like so. Could add some extra walls in here, actually. Let me think. What would look nice? We'll do them across the back wall. We could divide this room up a little bit more. Let's do that. So, walls. Let's go for the tiled walls. And we'll do one there. And... no, get rid of that. One like that as you first come in. That's perfect. Wait for those walls to be built, and then we'll put the shower heads in. We do need some drainage, though. So let's have a look. Where we can put the drainage. We'll put one there, one there, one there. And we'll do the same on this row as well. Perfect. Those walls are in straight away. They didn't mess around taking time to do that. Just go shower heads all along here. And all along here. And the same there, and that's going to give us more than enough shower heads for the amount of prisoners we're going to have to start with. So that's that finished. Just the kitchen remains. Right, what can we do with this kitchen? Right, let's get some cooking. Where's our sink? Where's the sink? 'Cause that's the biggest one, I believe, isn't it? The sink. We plonk that bang in the middle there, and then we can have the cookers off the side like so. Put some bins there for the wastage, and then we need a fridge. Let's put the fridges along this back wall here like that. That's big enough for now. We will obviously expand upon it when need be. So that's going to be our kitchen done, and our shower and our staff room. The yard, is the yard finished? We've not got it. Yeah, we have got it all there. Is the yard actually? Yes, the yard's been ticked off. Awesome. So we've managed to get that 10,000. Perfect. We need another office somewhere for our accountant to finish off that grant. And that'll be that grant finished, which is awesome. Oh no, we need to unlock bureaucracy. So let's unlock finance. We require an office first. Bollocks. Should we do any more of these for now? We won't just yet. We'll wait to do a few more. We need to get our water running nicely now. Right, so let's do small pipes coming off of there. Small pipes coming off of there for those toilets, and back round on itself. We need small pipes coming off there, and then we need a lot of pipes coming off here. Zigzag back round on itself, and then the same here. We'll do it exactly the same. That should work, hopefully. That should make our water work perfectly. And we've still got £20,000 to spend, which is awesome. So we can still add a couple more objects. You know what? I could make this as like the common room, actually. That could work. That could work really well. Should we do that? Let's do it. Let's make this as one big common room for the prisoners. No, I don't want the common room down there because they're cells. Oh, it doesn't matter. Just let's remove that bit then, just so it's just because it look. I don't know now. I don't. Yeah, we'll just do it like that. It doesn't matter. This is the common room. They know that that's the cells, and we can add stuff in here for the common room and. Just to make it nicer for this one wing of prisoners. We should be able to get quite a few prisoners in here as well. We could turn these ones into dormitories, actually, and just have a bunk bed in each of those. Right, what objects should we put in this common room? I don't want to spoil them too much and give them anything too nice. So I'm not really sure what we should put in there just yet. We do need to build that other office, though. That's quite important. Where can we build a second office? We could build a little office block coming off here. Let's do that. Building concrete. Let's just build a nice 6x10. Let's do it that long, and we could probably do a couple of office blocks, or maybe we could even get our medical centre and stuff there. Right, I've got no electric and water over here, apparently. Ah, yes, we did miss that bit, like the pillock I am. There we go. That should get our water, and we've got no electrical power there, so let's connect our fridges up with the rest of the power. And we're almost ready for our first prisoners. So while we've got that money to spare, we should probably make things look a little bit nicer around the rooms that we want to look nicer. So let's get some nice wooden floor down in this office, as well as in the staff room. Reception. Should we go for... what have we got? Checkered floor, we'll go for that in the kitchen. That staff room, we'll put some nice wooden floor down in there as well. This hallway we'll just go with, let's just go with that concrete tiles for now, and we'll do the same with this hallway here. Reception, should we go for the marble tiles or fancy tiles? Let's go for the nice fancy tiles, the reception. This back room's only in a power room, so we'll just go with, let's just go for the concrete tiles in there as well. Nice and simple. Shower room, we'll go with the white tiles. Holding cell. What should we have in the holding cell? Let's just go with the concrete tiles. Nice and simple. Simple but effective. It's costing us a lot of money to do all that flooring as well. And the canteen, we'll just do something nice in the canteen. Let's just do white tiles in the canteen. Concrete tiles again for this hallway here. And then we'll leave the prison cells for now, nice and dingy. We need an entrance for that. I need to decide how I want to split this off first. I want to have some office. I'll have one office, I think, or two offices. So let's go on to our doors. Get some staff doors put in. Let's put one staff door there, one staff door there, and then we can split that into two offices there, and then we can have something else at that top. We could have some solitary confinement maybe up there. We'll decide in the next episode. What's missing from this staff room? Minimum size 4x4. Oh, because it's free. Oh, bollocks. Okay, I know how we can fix that. That's fine. So let's add in a white wall here. We need to remove those doors. So let's go on to objects. Dismantle. Oh, wow, the workers are already in. 1 second. Pause and sort this out. Let's demolish that wall there. Get that sorted and then get the new wall in place. Get those doors demolished as well, which they've done, which is good. Right, I think we were just a white wall there, wasn't it? Get one there, and there, there, and there. Rebuild that staff room up. Get the wooden floors down. Expand the room as well. Room. Where are we? Staff room. Perfect. Need to change the flooring, don't we, as well? Get some nice wooden floor in there to match the rest of it. There we go. Why are we missing a bit of wall there? Why have they not put that little bit of wall in? Okay, so things are looking good. I think we'll end at the first episode here, guys. So thank you all so much for watching. We will finally get our prisoners in the next episode, as well as sorting out these offices up here and thinking of something to do with that room. If we cut the office off about here, you guys try and think of a nice little thing that we could do with this little room here. We could do visitation or something like that, but I don't know if I want it that close to the reception. I hope you enjoyed this first episode. If so, please don't forget to like and comment down below. Let me know what you think, or any advice that you can give me, anything you'd like to see going forward with this series. And don't forget to subscribe if you're new here as well. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode.